So, a lot of people have been entering the BPI contest, as to which, I mean, a lot of people last update I heard it was like 6, 7 people. But, as to which, what does a bad player mean to you? Now, to me, a bad player can range from somebody who doesn't know their game mechanics down to someone who just doesn't know how to play the game, like a complete newbie. Doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad player, he just lacks the skills, you know, the experience we all get from going to major tournaments and stuff like that. But I'm gonna give you an example of what I think a bad player is. Today, I was playing on Dueling Network, playing against a random guy. You know how you usually put. I was testing the spellbook build I had thought in my head, and it suddenly came to me. This guy had no clue what was happening. I explained it as best to my ability, and he still didn't understand. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just rock it out like a normal duel, beat down for beat down, whatever. I'm not even gonna bother using effects because this kid plainly doesn't understand them. The moment I decided that was the worst thing of my life because I had to explain every little move after that. I specialed my high priestess. I swung at his monster. Everything was cool. I used my magician to try to hit him for 5, and he special summoned Cyber Dragon. Somebody want to explain what's wrong here? I can tell you what's wrong here. This kid, he was making all his moves like he was a pro, but he wasn't using any effects. He was just beating me down. I was like, you know what? Fine, whatever. We could play beatdown for beatdown. The minute he special summoned Cyber Dragon on my turn, I knew something was completely wrong. I said he can't. He said he could. Now, last time I checked, Cyber Dragon definitely said it was during his turn that he could special summon it. Not that it specifies on the card, but the fact that it says when you control no monsters and your opponent controls one. I mean, doesn't the wording say itself that it has to be during your turn? I think that's interesting. I think that's what a bad player is. Somebody who doesn't read the proper terms of their card conditions. Somebody who decides to run cards just because they think they're pretty. I mean, I would never run a card because I think it's pretty. I'd read the effect. I just think that's me. But this is my BPI contest entry, and I thank you for watching.